guys, welcome back to my channel. How's it going? So in today's video I am super excited because recently I went to Fan Expo Chicago August 12th on a Saturday, and the event was phenomenal. So I thought I'd show you a few items I picked up for one of the stands and all the autographs I got and tell you a little bit about the experience. So let's go straight to this and talk about Fan Expo. So first I'll start off with a few of the things I picked up from one of the vendor stands that stood out to me, and it was a K-pop stand. Yes, I saw so many different vendors, Funkos, figures, plush toys, you name it, outfits, clothes. And so there was a K-pop stand that stood out. They were playing K-pop music and I was just so in love and so happy. And so I picked up a few things from the stand. So let me show you what I picked up. First off, I found this BTS Jimin Funko that I've been looking for a while. And I'm so happy to finally have this one. And I'm just, I love it so much. So I do have a few of the other members. I have Jungkook, Suga, Jimin, and I am waiting on V from one of my friends. And then I am missing the other members. So hopefully I could find them and have the whole Butter Funko Pop collection. I love him. Next up, I picked up the ATEEZ Fever Part 3 album. This is a blue one. And I've been looking for this one for a while, and the K-pop stores I went to around the Chicago area didn't have this version, or stores near me didn't have this one either. So I have the orange one, which I filmed an unboxing for, and then I will be filming an unboxing for this version, so stay tuned for that. I'm just so glad to find this. The vendor stand had so many albums, it was literally impossible to figure out which one I wanted, but since this is the one I've been looking for the most, I'm just so glad to finally have it. And then next up, if you know me, you know I love wall scrolls and posters and wallpapers. I think in some of my videos or pictures, if you've seen them, I have a bunch of anime scrolls and K-pop posters in my room. I saw so many wall scrolls at this K-pop stand. It was once again impossible to figure out who I wanted. If I could have bought every single one, I more than likely would have, but it would have been super costly. But I did pick up 2 wall scrolls. And so the first one I picked up was Jungkook from BTS, of course. So if you could see, this is what this scroll would look like. Oh my goodness, it looks so stunning. And then the next scroll I picked up was Suga. And just look how stunning he looks too. Oh my goodness, so beyond obsessed. And they did have all 7 members scrolls of them in these suits, this photo shoot. And like I said, if I could have bought all of them, I would have. They had Stray Kids and ATEEZ, Twice. Oh my goodness, they had quite a few there. So like I said, super hard to pick which one. So I went with these 2. And I'm so beyond happy with them. And then also there was a Fan Expo stand. And they were selling a bunch of merchandise, Chicago Fan Expo merchandise. And they did have lanyards. So I found this really cool lanyard and picked up this one. So it says Fan Expo Chicago on there and has a bunch of Demon Slayer characters on there, which is very cool. So I love this. I love lanyards so much. So now we're going to go into the autograph portions of all the autographs I picked up and all the celebrities I was able to meet. So first off, we're going to start with Steve from Blue's Clues. Yes, so I picked up this Steve Funko Pop from one of the vendor stands, and then later on in the day I went to meet Steve from Blue's Clues and got this signed. So if you could see that there. And then little kid Maddie is so happy. This was one of my favorite shows growing up, and it's so cool to be able to meet him. He was super nice, and to be able to talk to him was incredible. And I did get a picture with him as well, and honestly it's going to be one of my new lock screen wallpapers. I'm just so happy, and this is such a cool nostalgic piece for my collection, and I love it. And then next up, I brought my Funtime Freddy Funko and got it signed by Kellen. And this is honestly one of my favorite animatronics, and he voices this one, Sun and Moon, Glamrock Freddy, and a bunch of other characters, but this one I am so happy. And there's a quote, there's a signature. I love this one so much, and it was so cool to be able to meet him and talk to him, and I love it so much. This would be perfect with my FNAF collection I have. And then next up, I met Dante, who plays Zuko from Avatar: Last Airbender. honestly my favorite Avatar character next to Appa. And oh my goodness, he was so friendly, so sweet. Like I said, so cool to be able to talk to them. And so here is a quote I picked out. And he did tell me it was one of his favorites, and he said that quote in like his voice, and it was so cool. And a bunch of the Avatar Funkos, so this will look great with all my other Avatar Funkos and my Zuko army I have. And next up for anime voice actor is Zach Aguilar, who plays Tanjiro in Demon Slayer. And then there is a quote that I picked. Super cool to meet him, super friendly. And this would look perfect with my collection, and it'll be sitting next to my Gyu that is signed, and I love this so much. So glad I have the chase to get signed, and I'm just so happy. Next up I got signed is Timmy Turner from Fairly Odd Parents. Yes! Oh my goodness. So happy to get this Funko. It was a mission in itself to try to get it. One of my good friends came in clutch, so thank you again for finding me the Fairly Odd Parents. And it was so cool being able to meet Tara. She was so sweet. She was so pretty. And she's just like so talented to voice so many characters as well. I just love this so much. Like my childhood nostalgia aspect of this. Just this little kid Maddie is so happy once again. Okay, such an incredible piece. I love these, and I'm hoping in the future I could meet Cosmo and Wanda and have them sign it, which would be very cool to have all 3 signatures. Alright, so the last set of autographs I picked up, which are 3 on this one. So honestly, I would say my favorite of the day. And it is Luffy with Going Merry. Yes! Oh my goodness. So I have Luffy, Zoro, and Nami's signature on here. Oh my goodness, so incredible. Luffy, Nami, and Zoro's voice actors were so friendly. Like I said again, super cool to be able to actually talk to them, have a conversation. Oh my goodness, I loved it so much, and I won't forget any of the memories I created from Fan Expo. And honestly, my favorite part about this one is when I met Christopher, which is Zoro and Prince Vegeta's VA, along with so many other amazing characters. Such a talented person. Oh my goodness, super incredible. And so I picked this quote, and then on his own, he wrote Idiot Cook on there. And he had asked me, do you plan to get like Sanji's signature? Is he going to sign this spot? I'll have him sign that spot. And then he decides to write Idiot Cook on there. So I'm so excited. So whenever I can meet Sanji's voice actor, I plan for him to get this spot signed. And then he'll see Christopher/Zoro's signature little message there and maybe respond to it, which would be super cute. And I just thought it was adorable and great that he came up with this on his own and decided to add that in. So honestly, that was an incredible experience in itself. Oh, Christopher is so great. I love him. And lastly, the last signature I picked up was for my uncle. It was on his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Raphael figure. So I met the cartoonist that draws and is an artist for stuff like Jim Henson Productions, Muppets, Sesame Street, Fraggle Rock, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and so many really cool pop culture shows and movies. And honestly, this was such a cool experience to be able to see him draw. It's so talented, super friendly. And I was able to take a selfie with him, which was very cool. And actually, so I took a selfie on my phone, and then he wanted a picture on his phone as well. And he had told me that this was the biggest Raphael picture he drew that day, like at that point of the day. And it might be the biggest one he's drawn for that specific day as well. And then later on that night, he posted the selfie of me and him on his Instagram stories, which was so incredible to see. Honestly, Artist Alley is very cool. I love that you actually get to like talk to them more compared to maybe like the autograph section when you go like meet them over there. And you get to see just how talented and like cool they are. And this was honestly a really incredible experience. And I'm so happy I was able to do this and help him out with that. I know he's super happy with his TMNT figure signed, like the Raphael drawing, signature, everything like that. But that was such a cool experience, and honestly, I'll never forget. Alright, so that concludes my Fan Expo shopping haul and autograph haul. Honestly, Everything was incredible. It was such a busy day, a lot of waiting in lines, but it was 110%, 150% worth it. I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. These conventions are so fun. I've met so many cool people, and cosplaying it is so fun, and it's always such a good time. So I have so many more events to go to. I will definitely be trying to film videos regarding those. These are fun to film and show you guys the adventures of these conventions, and maybe you guys would want to go to some conventions too if they ever come to your area, or if you ever decide to travel to it. Honestly, it's so worth it. But I will never forget all these memories. I love all my treasures, all the people I met, the experiences, the celebrities I got to meet and talk to. So unforgettable, and always an adventure. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe. Bye, lovelies.